Right, take 3. My wife keeps taking the piss out of me. It's just a tutorial to fix the Apple in earphones, which are good clarity but crap bass. The problem with them is they use this shitty, sorry for swearing, standard mic and volume buttons, which this is broken. The click doesn't work, the volume doesn't work, nothing works. You plug them in and the volume comes straight out of the speaker on the iPhone, which can be embarrassing when you're playing Take That or something cheesy like that. So the only way I can get them once I've plugged them in to work is to keep pressing the button, and then the volume eventually comes through the headphones. So I can't make calls or anything with them, so I've got a brand new pair of the standard earphones which use the same wires and mic and everything, but this is the expensive bit that you pay for. So I looked into trying to take these apart, and I couldn't find anything on the internet on how to take these apart. As you can see, these have already been taken apart, but I'll show you how I did it, which was to take a cloth, or in this case a baby wipe, fold it up so that it's nice and thick, and basically wrap it round the metal part. Got a pair of pliers. These are proper vice grip pliers, so you can get a lot more grip with these type of pliers. As you can see, much better than normal pliers. They're more like a vice than pliers. And grip the metal part, and once you've gripped the metal part, you basically, difficult to do with one hand, you basically pull them apart like that, and what you'll find is that this bit, basically, I can do it, right, comes off and reveals the dual driver, as they call it. Just tap to focus, and here you'll see that there's a red and copper wire. The red is obviously positive and the copper wire is negative. So you do this on both ends, and you can see by this lip here that's just it's not glued or anything, so you should be able to pop that back on no problem. As you can see here, what I've done is poke the wire through, just pushed it through to reveal, as the annoying wife. So I've pushed it through so that you can see the knot. The knot's important to stop the wires from ripping out when you pull the cord. Okay, so the next stage is to take your standard earphones that come out of the standard box. As you can see, these are brand new. I need to take these apart in order to use the wiring with the expensive pair of earphones. Okay, so the next step is to take a brand new set of earphones which have the same standard wire as the expensive set, but with a crappy set of earphones at the end. Lost them. There they are. And it's to crack these open without snapping the wire, because if you snap the wire, trust me, you'll not be able to solder the wire back together. It's so thin, so you've got to be careful with this step. So on this step, difficult to do it with one hand, but you take a knife, and obviously you hold it better than I'm doing, and you insert the knife in the groove between the rubber and the plastic, and you push down and it'll basically crack. I'll show you. I haven't fully opened these up. Just focus. Not completely done, hang on. Okay, so I've prized these apart. As you can see, they come apart like that. It's ultrasonically welded around this edge. And inside there you can see the same red for positive, copper for negative. And you can see the same knot inside. So what you need to do is to desolder these two wires without actually breaking the wires. I've already said once you break these wires, then you're really going to struggle. So I'll do that now. Okay, so you can see I've desoldered the drivers inside the expensive set. What you need to do now is undo the knot, which I've done in this one, and pull it through. So this is the bit you need to keep, with that bit. And do the same with the opposite. So as you can see, there's a knot inside there, and the copper is soldered to the right, and the green or red, depending on which side is on the left. So there you go. These have been resoldered and the metal bits have been popped back on. And I've just tested them with my iPhone and they now work perfectly with a new cable. Spot on, save us out 50 quid.